What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back to Endure, Believe, Rise. I hope this message reaches you in good energy. I hope you and your loved ones are in good health. So, today I wanted to do a question of the day, and it was a real general question that was asking me in my DMs. Basically, how do I deal with the hate? How do I deal with the negativity? Is what I was gathering from it. It really was just a simple question. They really just said, how do I deal with the hate? And I'm just gonna add to that. How do I deal with the hate? How do I deal with the negativity? And I'm gonna go into a few different genres and few different scenarios and few different areas, and not just talk about one because I believe. Well, when I followed up with this person, they were telling me, they were talking about social media, but I do want to talk about, family, friends, work, gym, the areas that I am actively in and actively around, where I may have or will experience negative emotions, experiences, interactions with people, and how do I deal with that? So, first thing, before I forget, as you can see, I got a tourniquet on my arm. Just went and got some blood work done. The only reason I want to shout that out is because I do guys want you to know that I practice what I preach when I tell you guys, hey, your health is important, not just your physical health, not just your mental health, not just your emotional health, not just your spiritual health, but all of your health, right? And checkups are important. That's what I was doing, getting my checkup, getting my blood work done. So then when I go to the checkup, we can talk about my blood work and see where it's at. So this factors into that because we're talking about hate, we're talking about negative feelings, we're talking about negative experiences. And I believe we're all in a consensus, no matter who you are and what you believe. I understand it that we want to limit our negative experiences as much as possible, and that's valid. That's understandable because, for one, we only have so much time on this earth. If I don't want to go on a rant, but if it was up to me, I'd live forever, right? I'd live forever. I'd be young forever. I'd be in good health forever. That's not the reality of the situation, right? So we only have so much time left in the hourglass. Every single day, our time is dwindling down. With that being said, why do we want to spend that time with negative experiences, with uncomfortable, unrewarding situations, right? Energy, right? So we do want to limit it for that. We also want to limit it because at the end of the day, if it doesn't serve a purpose for us to move and grow forward, it's not pleasurable, then why would we continuously subject ourselves to that, right? So back to the question of the day, how do I deal with hate? If we're talking about social media, to be honest with you, I don't. I don't deal with hate on social media. I refuse to. And the reason I refuse to is because this isn't like my job, right? This isn't like the gym. This isn't like my family. This is basically, at the understanding of it, like it's a tool. It's a platform. It's somewhere to come and gather. So when I have negative comments, when I have negative energy put on me, whatever it is, I don't deal with it. I just block them, delete them, and go on. I delete the comments, and I move forward. I am not the one sitting here saying you can't question what I'm saying because I'm only 38 years old. I've been on this planet for 38 years, right? I've been in this plane of existence for 38 years. Some people, that's a long time. Some people, that's a short amount of time. And it just depends on what we're talking about. And time is relative, right? Einstein said that. So, with that being said, I'm not saying I don't appreciate a good debate. I don't appreciate a good argument. I don't appreciate someone telling me what their experiences are or how they feel the comments that I made are wrong. That's fine. What I'm talking about is somebody jumping on my feed, somebody jumping on my videos, my posts, my page, and making homophobic remarks. or making racist remarks, or making jokes about what I'm making, or my image, or the people that I'm talking about. I won't tolerate that, and I won't engage in that either. I'm not going to sit here and somebody said, "Hey, screenshot it, make a post about it." I'm not going to do that, because that's what they want. They want engagement. They want you to engage in that negative energy. They want you to spend time on that, right? And in a sense, they're getting what they want right now, because we are talking about it. But I'm only talking about it because this person was asking me, how do I deal with hate? And they were talking about generally, social media, growing their platform. This person is an artist, and people get on there and they make mistakes. I don't deal with it. First, Joe Rogan said, don't read the comments. Don't read them, right? Don't even delete them. Don't block them or nothing. Just don't read the comments, right? But for me and my platform, I feel like that's impossible, because the comments are from you guys, my supporters, the people that I love, care about, and want to interact with. And I'm responding to questions that are asked, to rebuttals that are made, right? Like I was talking about earlier, the good debates, the good, like, I don't think that's true, Willie, or Catalyst, explain that deeper, help me understand your point of view. Or and what I really love is, and not to say like, oh, big me up, but when it's like, man, that video helped me. Oh man, I was going through that too, and this is what I did. It's stuff like that. So Joe Rogan's approach in that sense, and I love it. I can't follow, but for him, being an artist, I wouldn't read the comments. Put your art out there. Hell, disable the damn comments. Like, either you like it or you don't, but I don't care what you got to say. I'm putting it out there because this is what, I want to put out there. So for me, what I do is I delete them and then I block them. That you get your one chance to make a homophobic remark. You get your one chance to make a racist remark. You get your one chance to curse me out or threaten me or whatever. And that's that. We're not going to do this on social media where I'm going to sit here for 5 hours going back and forth with you. We're not going to do this where, hey, come meet me somewhere, or if I see you in the city. We're not going to do this, because that's not social media. I don't want to say it's not real, but it does have a fathom of fakeness to it, right? You're behind a keyboard. You're in your secluded little area. If I never want to be able to find you, or you never want to be able to find me, there are ways to do that, right? I don't have to be making a video while I'm driving showing you the city that I'm in, right? I could easily just be secluded in a room with a black silhouette talking crap. So when it comes to social media, don't engage in. If you, whatever it takes to not engage in it, don't. Because that's exactly what they want. They want you to engage in it. They want you to spend time on it. They want you to big one. Look, I got to him. Look, I got to her. Look how upset they are, right? So don't engage. And I want to keep going a little bit further. Also, if you do end up getting those comments, be honest with yourself if somebody says something that gets to you, because we're human. And even though it's just a post, it's just somebody writing on the words or a video, whatever, it can still get to you. These I almost cursed, my apologies. These people are throwing darts in the dark, and they'll see what you look like or see what you post, and they'll try to say something that should upset you depending on what lane you've chosen to talk about, right? So, and what I'm saying is sometimes they're going to be successful at getting to you. And it's okay to admit to yourself, I'm upset. Take some time to recover. Go get a massage, listen to a relaxing song, go on a walk, go get a workout in, do what you need to do to get back to being the person that you are. In my professional life, what I do for a living, there are often times where me and my coworkers, my peers, my superiors, and even my, and I don't really have subordinates. But I do have people who are put under my care. And when I have people that are put under my care, I tell them, like, the most important thing here is you. We have to take care of you. You're the biggest investment. If you don't take care of you, then at the end of the day, when you go back to doing your job, I can't take care of the customer, and the customer is our bloodline. So you're not taking care of it. And I talked about this in length, right? But anyway, if you happen to be upset, and this is in any genre that we're going to talk about, because this is going to be a long video, and I'm going to go into some other areas after this, after we finish talking about social media. Make sure you take the time